Hello! Welcome to Animal Academy. It's time for class. Please take your seats and get ready to learn about our most vicious predators. Class, today we will travel through history and across continents to explore the one and only dragon. In ancient Chinese texts, the dragon is described as an auspicious creature. This means it was thought to be a sign of good things to come. Dragons were viewed as wise, powerful, and spiritual. There were even 4 symbols representing different types of dragons in China. Imperial dragons represented the emperor and imperial family. They were always depicted as being noble, strong, and kind. A pair of dragons could often be found guarding palaces or important places like tombs. Celestial dragons represented the sky and the weather. These dragons were very important because they controlled water and rain, which are essential for life, especially in farming societies. The Chinese believed that dragons could bring good fortune through rain, so they built temples and made offerings to them during times of drought. Terrestrial dragons were found near rivers, lakes, and seas. Because water is one of the key elements in Chinese culture, dragons who lived there were extremely revered. They were also associated with fertility and agriculture. Since dragons controlled water, they were seen as having the power to make crops grow. Finally, we have the wisdom dragons. As you probably guessed, these dragons lived in mountains and caves. Their bodies were said to be filled with precious stones and jewels, making them incredibly valuable. But it wasn't just their material wealth that made them so revered. Wisdom dragons were also seen as having great knowledge and powers of healing. People would go to them for help when they were sick or in need of guidance. All in all, dragons in China were regarded as sacred creatures who embodied the best qualities of the Chinese people. They symbolized power, intelligence, spirituality, and kindness. Now let's fly over to Europe, where dragons took on a whole new persona. European dragons were typically portrayed as terrifying monsters. They were huge, had sharp claws and teeth, and breathed fire. Instead of being benevolent deities, European dragons guarded treasure hoards deep in caves and were known for their ferocity. Knights and heroes were challenged to defeat these dragons and slay them in battle. These tales served as metaphors for overcoming obstacles and achieving greatness. Perhaps you've heard the story of St. George and the dragon. It's a popular legend about a brave knight who rescued a princess from a fearsome dragon. These stories were common in medieval Europe and played a significant role in shaping people's perception of dragons as dangerous beasts. However, it's worth noting that the image of the ferocious dragon didn't just emerge out of thin air. There are theories suggesting that the concept of the European dragon might have been influenced by encounters with dinosaurs. Imagine the awe and perhaps terror that early humans might have felt upon stumbling across dinosaur fossils. These ancient remains could have sparked tales of colossal, terrifying creatures that were later embellished and passed down through generations. Over time, these stories evolved into the dragon myths we know today. Finally, we'll transport ourselves to Mesoamerica, specifically the Aztec Empire, to learn about their dragon-like god. Quetzalcoatl was a feathered serpent god who was worshipped as a deity of wind, rain, learning, and civilization. In fact, he was considered one of the most important gods in the Aztec pantheon. Now, let's discuss why Quetzalcoatl is considered a dragon. You see, Quetzalcoatl was often depicted as a feathered snake with the body of a dragon and the head of a jaguar. He was said to have wings like an eagle and was associated with the planet Venus. This combination of reptilian and avian characteristics gave him a unique appearance that can be interpreted as dragon-like. Additionally, Quetzalcoatl was believed to have magical powers, including the ability to control the weather and bring rain to the land. He was also associated with wisdom and knowledge and was said to have taught humans important skills, such as agriculture and in Aztec mythology. Quetzalcoatl was a central figure in the creation story. He is credited with creating the 5th and current human race, and he is also associated with the establishment of the city of Tenochtitlan, the capital of the Aztec Empire. The Aztecs built grand temples dedicated to Quetzalcoatl, and he was the subject of numerous artworks and sculptures. His image was often used to symbolize the power and prestige of the Aztec rulers. When the Spanish conquistadors arrived in the 16th century, they encountered the Aztec people and their religious beliefs. Unfortunately, the conquistadors did not view the Aztec gods as legitimate deities. Instead, they saw them as false gods and tried to convert the Aztec population to Christianity. As a result, the worship of Quetzalcoatl and other Aztec gods was suppressed, and much of their mythology was lost or distorted. However, the Spanish chronicler Bernardino de Sahagun recorded a great deal of information about Quetzalcoatl and other Aztec beliefs. His work provided a valuable resource for later scholars who were interested in learning more about pre-Columbian cultures. Despite the efforts of the conquistadors to erase indigenous religions, some aspects of Quetzalcoatl survived. In modern times, he continues to be revered by some indigenous communities, and his image is used as a symbol of Mesoamerican culture and heritage. We've now journeyed to 3 distinct corners of the world to uncover the diverse dragon myths and legends that have captivated humanity for millennia. From the awe-inspiring wisdom dragons of China to the terrifying beasts of European folklore and the enigmatic Quetzalcoatl of the Aztecs. Dragons have taken on many forms and played various roles in shaping cultures and beliefs across continents. But here's something interesting. Despite the vast differences in their portrayal, all these dragons share certain common traits. They are often depicted as highly intelligent, possessing immense power and wisdom beyond that of ordinary creatures. Dragons have been revered as symbols of strength, courage, and sovereignty, embodying the aspirations and fears of the societies that created them. These mythical creatures have not only captured our imaginations, but also served as powerful metaphors to teach moral lessons, preserve cultural values, and explain the mysteries of the natural world. So, what do you think? Does the concept of dragons in different cultures fascinate you? Which dragon myth resonates most with you? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey through the realm of dragons, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to Animal Logic and click the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting adventures through the animal kingdom. Thank you for joining me on this journey to discover the secrets of dragons. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of our natural world. Goodbye.